Hello, my name is 27 and welcome to Sun Hunter 4, Walls of the Pacific. This time unmodded, because I haven't actually really done anything with Sun Hunter 4. I figured, why not do it vanilla? And of course, our first captain will be Kaiser Jakul. We'll start in 1941 in Pearl Harbor. We can go for Porpoise, a Timber, or a Gar class. Let's go for Porpoise. Hard difficulty, Renown 1000. Sure. Now let's start. Commander Kaiser Jakul, you have been approved for the command of USS Perch, a Porpoise class submarine assigned to the Pearl Harbor. Assigned to the Pearl Harbor. That's an interesting sentence. What to do at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, no later than December 9th, 1941. So we're in command of USS Perch.
Gentlemen, as you already know, we are at war. I quote the President of the United States. Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The attack has effectively eliminated our entire battleship force for the time being. As a consolation, it has failed to catch any of our aircraft carriers in port, while the submarines and fuel reserves have escaped unharmed. During the past years, the Japanese military was engaged in a seemingly endless war against China, badly needing oil and other raw materials. Since we halted the trade with Japan, they schemed to seize the oil and mineral-rich East Indies and Southeast Asia. A Japanese attack into the Indies, Malaya, and the Philippines was expected, and plans prepared for it. But obviously, we have not prepared enough for an attack of this magnitude. The attack against Malaya has materialized yesterday, and last night the Japanese forces also attacked Hong Kong, Guam, the Philippines, and Wake Island. This morning, the Japanese continue with an attack on Midway. The Japanese offensive is extending throughout the Pacific, with the submarine force left mostly to itself. We need to act accordingly. For the time being, we will conduct operations as follows. Boats based in Pearl Harbor will patrol in Japanese home waters and also reconnoiter the Marshall Islands, as it's presumed that Japanese forces are massing in that archipelago for a second attack on our bases. Manila-based boats will deploy to guard the vital island of Luzon against approach by enemy forces. Individual patrol orders will be received from your commander.
Alright, there we go, December 9th, 1941, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. And we're in. Let's take a look at our boat, the Perch. We can get a SD radar. So we have an air search radar now. Alright, that's really fine. We got crew, aft deck gun, A gun. Yep, torpedoes, all we have are the Mark 14s. Or Mark 10s, which are just slower and less range. So why would you go for the Mark 10s when you have the Mark 14s? Even though they're oh, we got promotions to hang out. Oh no, crew members approve of promotion. Alright. We can get a 20mm AA machine gun. Okay, well, let's upgrade the AA potential of our boat, just in case we do get caught out and unable to dive. Oh, we got a little coffee cup down there. That's interesting. No, what's that down there? It's just a box. It's a fragile crate. Serial number 359. And no, that's just options. That should have already set up. Wonder what ship that is out there. I don't know. Can't tell. There's no aces yet. So let's get our patrol. Operational order, December 9th, 1941, to Kaiser Jakul, USS Perch. Depart on December 10th, 1941. Patrol off Marshall Islands and engage enemy shipping. Objective, patrol off Marshall Islands. Alright, so we're to patrol off the marshals. And start Dr. Tender. Because, you know, that's the way we go. Oh, new TDC to have to get grips with in Thunder 4. Although it does have one advantage over the German TDCs. It has a position keeper. I.e., once we get range and speed, and I think also maybe angle on bow, we can turn on the position keeper.
Yes, sir. I'll stop.
And it will automatically update its position for us. Which is nice. And there we are, we're now in Pearl Harbor. We got our deck gun in the aft, along with the 20mm mount. We got a... looks like the Enterprise is in town, still. Because I do know that she did, I believe, dock the day of the Pearl Harbor attack. There's Battleship Row, with two... well, Cleveland and New Mexico, still in harbor, and still afloat. And then, well, the other one's smashed. Oh look, there's actually two carriers in town. Enterprise in Yorktown, maybe? Possible.
Yes, sir. Head slow.
Let's get going. Don't want to waste any time here. Well, I like the higher textures a little bit. It's nice. So we got a steering wheel. For some reason.
Yes, sir. Hard to port.
Let's get this turn going. And I will break things off here as is normal. And I'll bring you back once we encounter the enemy. Or something else major happens. So I'll see you then. Alright, we got a Betty coming in. Let's get our rudder going.
Yes, sir. Rudder. Yes, sir. 3, 5.
And get speed up.
Head flank.
Nope, gun loading. Aha, you missed. Chew on this one, Tojo.
Yes, sir. Head slow.
Return to course. And looks like he's flying off. So there is Japanese, a Japanese base in the area then, considering we were just attacked. Then again, Guam and them were Japanese bases in real life, so that is not unexpected. We'll just give them a couple more shots, just to be certain. So we're gonna head to Guam because we found nothing over at the Marshalls. We have had a couple U.S. ship contacts coming this way. I do wish that the game would differentiate in colors between what is a friendly port and what is an enemy port, because Tokyo is in blue, as is Midway in Pearl Harbor. That's the one complaint I've had so far, that I wish they'd differentiate that between what was a friendly port and what was an enemy. But I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we find something else. Hopefully it's a ship that we can actually hunt. Actually, that reminds me. Actually, no, keep the A guns manned. There it is. Do we take any damage? Doesn't look like it. He missed. Okay, so I'll break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we find something else. Well, our friend the Betty's coming in again. I decided to dive this time instead of continuing to play with him. Although he's gonna get some shots off before we can actually dive. No bombs though, because he's out of bombs. But let's dive. I'm not letting him any more attacks in. Prevent him getting any lucky strikes with his cannons. So I'm pretty sure the Betty had a 20mm cannon in the nose. One of those could potentially really mess up our day. We have a height limit. We can't follow the Betty in order to look at it to confirm the 20mm cannon. And there we are, there diving. Just barely saw us. So I will, of course, break things off here and keep us going until we inevitably find something else. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back. We have decided to steal away into Guam Harbor in order to see what's around. Got a nice little target there. Got some targets over there. We got a little tiny target there. We got another target there. But I picked the best targets for the torpedoes. Let's bow on. It's not the best. Another target there. No defenses. I mean, technically, we could probably surface and be fine. At least no defenses that I've seen. There's a couple warships parked in the harbor, though. I prefer not to engage the warships or have them like little sub chasers. They got the Imperial Japanese Navy flag on them. I think that's going to be our target. Merchants. Nope. We're looking for not run their masts. Still need more masts. Maybe. We'll see. Dude, that's her there. We have 1 knot. Alright. Her range. Stack the masts, I believe. The TDC. Yep. Looks right. Angle on bow. That's 45-ish. Turn on position keeper. Maybe 45 port. Yeah, roughly 45 port, I think. Open tube 1 up. Let's put that away for a moment. Go to torpedo settings. Depth. High speed. Contact influence. Open tube 2, torpedoes in the water. Let's see what else is around. It's an old split composite, looks like. Yeah, an old split freighter. Range is that. High speed. Angle on bow is 45 starboard. And tube 2. Where's the attack map? There we go. That's gonna be a hit. And that one may be a hit. Give her there. That may be a hit. We'll see. That one is definitely going to be a hit. Next tube. Open the door. Yep. Real impact there. She's on fire. There we go. What's these that thing, sir? You got looks to be maybe a tanker. Maybe. No victory cargo. No junk. No sampan. Oh, there she goes. She's blowing up nice and good. You may sink. Hopefully. You, though. Let's go back to trying to identify you. Are you troop transport? No, you got wrong bridge. Maybe. Yeah. Got tanker there. Range is the wave clears. Roughly that. Angle and bow is 45 on the port side. Let's put one forward here. Actually, get this going, high speed. Right angle 0. Fire. Open the next door. And send it. There we go. You guys are going the wrong way. Why in the hell are they going over there when I was aiming over here? Oh. So the position keeper for the other guy up. And I had the wrong angle on bow. Well, that explains that. That explains that quite handsomely. Yeah, she's sunk. Well and truly. Oh, there's an H6K in the harbor. Right here. Now a little sub chaser. Yeah, on the dock side. Although that's another tanker right there. Should probably swing around and torpedo her. That'd actually be a good idea, I think. So...
Yes, sir. 1, 3, 3.
swing around. Try to get the rear tubes into action. Then that's half our reloads for the 4 tubes gone. And they're still reloading. You know what? It's actually a good idea to actually put the crew to battle stations. That may have actually been a good idea. Instead of, having them not be on battle stations. Yeah, she's going down. I'd select tube 5 and get the door open. Now, where's our tanker? Oh, she's sitting bow on in there. Oh, she's righted herself a little bit, but she's still sunk. There she is there. Wait till we're about 180. Although we may actually just send a torpedo towards this tanker as well. It only took one for her to start sinking. Oh, there's little houses back there. Didn't really notice that with a crane. $90 degrees on. Gotta wait for it to go around more. Yeah, because 180 is back here. Enemy unit destroyed. There we go. Sunk small old split freighter and large barn and composite freighter. So that's almost 10,000 tons from this raid. We did, however, waste 2 torpedoes because I decided to go off the reserve a little bit. Oh, look, the cranes are moving. We'll actually probably send our fire towards the towards this tanker. There we go. Ship spotted bearing 5-2. Medium range, that's probably the tanker there. Actually, no, this is probably the ship behind the tanker. Tube 1 ready. We won't fire the 4 tubes again here. We'll start bucking out. Maybe go up towards Sampan, see if we can't find there. Because we are starting to run a little bit lower on the fuel situation. Alright, so let's go for you again. First off, range. Your mast is the taller one. There. In the TDC. Angle 1 bow. Port 30. It's not quite 45. It's also not quite 20. Got port 30. Yeah, that looks right. Nope. Looking for the attack map. Nope. Nope, that's that. There's the attack map. Oh, there's no line here. Yeah, it looks like a right angle on bow. Alright. Next tube. And who will we target with this last torpedo? Let's target this other one. This other large tanker. Range is that. Angle 1 bow is starboard 10. Yes, over 10, I say. Open up tube 6. And loose. And we're done here. Yeah, that looks to be tracking dead on. And that one is tracking dead on. I've got a little tiny ship here in the back. But our main target for this is the tankers, because they're a lot bigger than the ditty little ships. There's a torpedo. Yep, that's looking good. That should be an impact. It should hit the wall. There it goes. There you can actually kind of see it a little bit through the waves every now and again. Oh, CRT holding up. Good and good. On compressed there.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3.
Let's get going. Start creeping our way out. That should be an impact as long as it's not a dud. There we go. That's one impact. Where's the? There's the other torpedo. Yep, this one is going to be an impact as well. It's a lot easier when they're not moving. This is a lot easier when the range auto updates itself. Especially if you're still very slightly moving. And of course, these are also zero-speed ships, so you don't have to worry about time passage and all that. There we go, more impacts. And she's burning as well. Well, they're both burning. In fact, she's burning in two places. Her mast is burning, and her bridge is burning. So yep, we'll start making our way out. These guys may sink, they may not, but we're done here for today. We've shot our load. Only got one reload left in the 4 tubes, and no reloads after these ones are done in the aft tubes. So we'll head up to Sampan, see what we can't find there, and maybe then head back to base. But I'm gonna break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we find, well, something else. So I'll see you then.